I quit gaming because I realized that all of the accolades and everything that I've worked hard for in a game can be taken away from me in seconds. Not only that, but also taking a step back, I realized, I know a lot of people aren't going to agree with this, but I realized that I'm kind of in a game and my avatar sucks. Oh man, yeah. I, I don't know even know why I laughed at that. I don't know. It's kind of like Neo realizing that he's in the Matrix and he could have been just flying around and doing epic junk, but this whole time he's been working at 9 to 5, low key hating his life. That's a pretty good analogy because that's what I realized. I was I was just like, and I know this is weird, but I played games to cope with, well, not really cope, but to find a way to be competitive, to be to get a sense of fulfillment. Like, there is nothing like working really hard to grind your way to the top in a game, especially when it's super difficult. Dark Souls. Yeah. Um, like I was saying, there's nothing better than that feeling. And I realized that I'm somewhat in a game, and my avatar is at the bottom. The bottom, bottom. Like, I got a lot of adversity, but I'm a challenger. And I love it. Like, I really, really do. And I'm so happy that I was able to literally get out of the muck of, because I'm gonna be honest, man. I was playing games because I felt like there was nothing else I could do. Like, my life was down bad. Like, I really didn't know what else I could do. I was like, it was bad. Mentally, it was horrible. I shouldn't even say emotionally. They were almost non-existent. It was a very dark place, and gaming was like the coping mechanism that allowed me to survive. Like, it's pretty dark, but I feel like most people can relate to that. When you are a down bad guy and you have nothing going on for you in life, it's easy to just check out into a video game. It's easy to just, hey, my real life sucks, but boy, oh boy, I'm gonna make sure that, my gaming avatar, my gaming character is gonna be top class prestige. I don't care if I gotta invest nearly half of my paycheck into getting them all of the best gear and equipment and everything I need to be the top player in the game. Yeah, that reality is very, very easy to get into. It, and I just want to say that, you know, don't give up on your real life avatar. Yes, they are terrible. They suck. They might be at the bottom, bottom like me. But with listen, if you could take that energy, that that mental drive that you had in the game, because I listen, you was a down bad bottom character in the game too, but somehow you was able to sit there for the next 10 hours and kill the same creature over and over again, doing the same movements over and over again in order to get him from level 1 to 60 in a day with relative, well, it's not with ease, because I'm pretty sure your butt was hurting. The position that you was in was hunched over and just difficult. But for some weird reason, by the time you get to level 45 in the thing, you're like, man, I'm almost there, man. You start getting, you were getting kind of hyped up. Like, you knew what to do. You did it. Yes, it sucks, but it was fun because you realized that by you having this character at this level, you should be able to dominate the PvP field. You should have what you need in order to win and succeed in almost all the missions and quests that are going to be coming your way. Take that mentality and understanding that you can do it into your real life avatar. Because you can. It's much harder. It's very hard. You can be, and the funniest part is we don't have a progress bar. Like it's very difficult to measure how successful or what level we're on when we are, let's say, reading a certain book or going to the gym. Like it takes, you gotta hope that you're doing it right. It takes months to see progress. It takes years, sometimes decades to see business progress. In a game, progress be like, I don't know, maybe 2-3 months of grinding and you're pretty much, almost top class character. And that's the difference between the video game and real life. It's delaying gratification. You're gonna have to delay your gratification. Like, you're not gonna be satisfied. You're not gonna be happy. It's gonna suck. You might be depressed. You're gonna be depressed for years. But man, when you see the results, the primo results, and you get the status that you want in real life, it will be the most fulfilling and most satisfying thing you ever do. Like, seriously, it will. You're gonna feel, cause think about this. In a game, all of that, we all know that it's fantasy there. We know it. We know it's not real. And then you're gonna have some people that's gonna be like, it's emotionally real. But come on, man, it's not real. But what's real? I'm just gonna use material things. I'm not a material person, but I'm gonna use material things in order to get you to see what I'm trying to say here. There's a difference between owning a penthouse in Sims and a penthouse in real life. There's a difference between having a Lambo in GTA and a Lambo in real life. There's a difference between real women liking you and virtual girls liking you. Okay? Because I can tell you right now, if you had the possibility to once again, I'm going to have to be very materialistic, but if you had the possibility to, let's say, grind at this certain skill, and you know that at the end of the day, you'll be able to, let's say, buy your dream car, you'll probably do it. If you know it's possible for you to do it. If you know for a fact that if you do X, Y, Z, you can get it. Okay? You're going to do it. You're more likely to do it. And I feel like the issue is that when we look at our reality, we see all the hard work, and then we're just like, oh, nope. I'd rather go play with my virtual, car instead of actually sitting in your actual dream car. Something that took you maybe, let's say, a couple months of grinding to earn. Let's say a couple years of grinding to earn. Like let's say it's a $500,000 car, okay? And you had to put in a whole lot of work in order to achieve it. But it will be so much more fulfilling to actually get it done. Because the difference between, one of the major differences between in a game versus in real life is that you have to go through character development. And that's something that you never have to do in a game. In the virtual world, you're kind of like, and that's like a key thing that a lot of people don't go through or realize, is that it takes a lot in order to achieve things in the real world. Like, you have to develop your character, this person. And in a game, you don't have to. You can have a crap-fine character. Some games, like, you pay to win. I'm kind of getting to a tangent, but all I'm trying to say is that please be brave enough to take on, real life. Don't just check out. Really don't just check out. I know life is hard, it's stressful, and it's painful, but please be brave enough to accept it and get through it. Because when you get over the hump, when you climb the mountain, When you get to the top, you're going to be so much more proud of yourself. The character that you've developed, the person that you are. And if you are, just let's say, if you're not motivated by selfishness, because a lot of people aren't motivated by self-interest, think about this. The purpose of you climbing to the top isn't for you. It isn't for you to go out there and just, I guess, live your best life and go, I guess, party and live it up. That's for the birds. The whole purpose of you doing it is so you can prove to another person that it's possible. Because we're getting into a world, and it's getting pretty dark out here, and I've seen so many people just check out of reality that's ridiculous. And we have the metaverse about to drop. Like, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be really, really bad. And I need as many people to take back ownership of their lives and don't let themselves get lost in this virtual reality where, like, yeah, I suck as a character out here, but I'm gonna go play with my virtual sim because they make me feel good. No. No. No, no, no. You gotta be stronger than that. You have to. You gotta dig deep. Because really, life ain't about you. It's about what you leave behind for others. And if we all decide to just check out of reality, can you imagine just oh my goodness. We talk about the environment right now. We talk about how bad pollution is. If everyone checked out of reality, you realize what's gonna happen. I think they made a movie. I thought, what was it called? What we called? I don't know. Comment the movie down below. But it was a Dr. Seuss movie, and it was like where like everybody lives in like this one town, and it's like the junk, but everything's fake. And then you go outside to the real reality, and everything is just the entire environment has been used up, and it's just gunk out there. But all I wanted to say was be brave enough to, work hard on your real life avatar, and don't just let your real life avatar check out of existence because life's hard. It's hard for a reason. And we are the ones who are going to lead the way into the future. We are. In fact, yes, we are the ones that are going to lead the way into the future. The future generations are watching us as we speak. Think about that. What do you want to leave behind? What do you want to give them in order for them to be strong enough to overcome a lot of the vices that we have in our present generation?